Hello YouTubers, this is Knife Detector again, making another quickie video here. I snapped this knife up. I got this from Heater's Heaven, and that is an Etsy store. And I saw this. I've always been curious about the Ganzo knives. And this was listed as vintage, so I'm assuming it's one of the first ones that came out. And this is called a Firebird. And I don't have a lot of these knives that are modern and they have the clips here and you wear them on your pocket. I don't have a lot of those. I see a lot of younger guys wearing those. This is made by Ganzo. And I've been curious about the Ganzo knives for quite a while now. And it's made with 440C. Some of the best knives that I can remember having fun with when I was a kid were made out of 440C. And when I got this knife, it was listed as used, but it didn't look like it had hardly any use at all. I think it was just carried a couple of times and maybe somebody didn't like it and that was it. I went ahead and I just honed it a little bit and then it got super sharp just with a little bit of honing. You know what, guys? I have dropped this knife. I've used it a couple of times to cut different things. Rope. I've used it to cut even an avocado. When I went to a restaurant with my wife, waitress offered me a knife and I have no thanks. I got one myself and I pulled out the old Ganzo. And just the name Ganzo, reminds me of the Sesame Street character. But anyway, it's a good looking knife, easy to carry. It's got the G10 handles. It's got this lever, spring lever, where you can close it just like that. And it locks it in place so you don't accidentally, you can open it like this, sorry. But this lever keeps it from closing, and then you pull back and then you can close the knife. Another thing I like to do is pull the lever and then you can flick it just like that. Once you pull the lever, and you can open it by pulling this lever and flicking it. I guess that's why some people call them flipper knives. And then you depress this back and you close it, or you can just open it simply just like that. Seems like a very well-built knife, very secure. This is the first of these that I ever have owned. I do like it. I've been carrying it quite a bit. Like I said, I've dropped it a couple of times and it didn't even show a nick or anything to show for it. It's very well made. One of the other things I like about this knife is that it's got these grooves up here, so you can hold on to that. If you're going to do some carving or whittling or scraping of any kind, you can put your thumb here and really put pressure in there just like that. So I like that very much. If you're going to close it, just the opposite of a flip. You can squeeze this in and then pull in, and then you can close it. Or you can squeeze in and then flick it out just like that. Or you can pull in and close it like that. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's a good knife. I like it. I'm glad I got it. It's something I'm going to carry often. And, it's hard to decide sometimes which EDC knife you're going to have. That's why a lot of guys take more than one. Do you take a multi-tool, something with a Phillips screwdriver, which I like to do a lot of the times with my Victorinox Tinker, or even my Tools All multi-tool, or my Leatherman, my trusty Leatherman I've had for like 20 years. What is it that you take, right? So some guys take more than one thing. I haven't done that yet. I kind of don't want to carry too many things. More often than not, I end up carrying something that does a little bit of everything. So when I carry this one, I do feel a little bit naked. But once I put my pants on, I feel better. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. So anyway, this is Knife Detector saying, stay sharp, guys. Please like and subscribe my videos. And once again, this is a Ganzo knife. And it's pretty cool. I like it very much. Check it out if you get a chance. Oh, and by the way, I just put some items up for sale on my Etsy store. The link is on my channel. If you want to look at some cool knives, you might see some there. Thanks a lot. Have a blessed weekend.